Alright guys, we are back with round 4 Edison Format at Epik Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Justin on the left playing Lightsworn versus JC on the right playing Jinzo Otk. This tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 8. Both these guys are X1, so winner here is guaranteed a spot in top 8, loser is out. Now I'm going to be rooting for JC because he's playing a deck that's never won on the channel. I know people have been asking for his deck list, and I'll ask him for it if he wins the local. That's just my rule. Now, JC has 4 wins on the channel this year, while Justin did get to the finals once, so we'll see if he can go on another run. Alright, so Justin starts out by normal summoning Lila and passes Mills Garoth, Threatening Roar, and Solar Recharge. Doomcal, yeah, JC's playing all sorts of spicy cards in his deck, so Doomcal attack Lila. He's going to drop Honest. Yeah, he won't take the damage because, yeah, it's negating Honest's effect. Draws a second Honest. Summon Arcus. Attack for 12 and 17. Then does this deck play Gores or Trag or Battle Fader? Who knows? End phase, mill 5. Mills Aaron, Jane, Charge, MST, and another Recharge. JC has Overload Fusion in his hand, sets a monster, and passes to Justin. Justin drew Beckoning. In this tournament, we also had 20 players, which I can't remember the last time we had 20 players on a Thursday. This was a weekday tournament, and I don't know, we're having a resurgence of Edison players lately, especially on Saturdays. But Saturday, I think it's because they changed the schedule from 2 p.m. 7 p.m. I guess people prefer playing at 7 p.m., which, as for myself, I'd rather play at 2 because I have way more energy at 2 than I do at 7. By the time Top Cut comes around on the late nights, I'm just dead tired. Like, even in this tournament, I like fell asleep. Alright, so JC, I'm guessing he drew into Future Fusion and he's debating on what to do here. So we know he has a Jinzo, a Future Fusion, Brain Control, and Overload Fusion. I can see those cards in his hand. Oh, yeah, I believe he has 2 Jinzos. But he can't Brain Control anything because of Arcus. So JC here is deciding on what to do. Well, he's going to definitely play that Future Fusion. So I think this is why he plays multiple Pot of Avarices in this deck. Because I guess the game plan is to just go Future Fusion, dump as many machines as possible, thanks to Overdragon, and then play Pot of Avarice. And that's why he's on Gold Sark and stuff. I understand. I get it. Yeah, just send all the Jinzos, the Jinzo Returners. Well, he's only got 1 Jinzo left in the deck, so 1 Jinzo, a few Jinzo Returners, and couple Fortresses. Yep, Jinzo Returner, Fortress, Jinzo, Cyber Dragon. You have to send that one. Gear Frame, Jinzo Returner, Cyber Dragon. Basically sends every monster that's a machine in his deck to the graveyard. What is Overload Dragon's effect? Or Overload Fusion. Banish from your side field graveyard. Okay, so it's treated as a fusion summon. Chimera attack. Over Dragon. Because here JC could have played the Overload Fusion. Probably didn't anticipate a second Honest, but I just can't remember Over Dragon's effect. So you could have dropped the Over Dragon, but then it would have got Honested, right? Alright, what's going on here? So, oh, he's gonna play Overload Fusion. So banish a few machine. Yeah. I guess if he would have done this play, he would have got it. Justin would have dropped the second Honest on the Over Dragon. So maybe that's why he held it. I'm guessing he's playing around the second Honest. So he brings out Over Dragon. He's going to blow up his Future Fusion. Yep. Blow up the Future Fusion. And Justin is reading it. But I think he has Beckoning Lights. No, this is game. He's going to Beckoning back the Honest. And what's he at? He's at 27. Yeah, this is game. He has game already. Now we wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is game. I don't see how JC gets out of this one. He passes, flip up Beckoning, and that's GG. Or Raikou, same thing. So, but Beckoning would have been better because you grab back both the Honest, and that kills him through like Gores and Battle Fader. Alright, so Justin 1 win away from securing that spot in top 8. Or will JC pull off the Legacy 2-0? Again, I know people have been asking for his deck list, but he's going to have to win. Alright, so Gear Frame into Fortress. Pitch Jinzo to summon Fortress, equip the Gear Frame, pass to Justin. Justin with the recharge on the Wolf, draws T-Roar and Lila, mills T-Roar and Raikou. And here comes Lila, pop the Gear Frame, set 1, end phase, mill Celestia, JD, and Celestia. Another Gear Frame, man. JC drew pretty well this game. Oh, and he has... Well, I think Jinzo Return misses timing if you pitch it for Fortress, I believe. Yeah, that's the only downside, because this deck, I think, would be much better if it didn't miss timing. I believe, because kind of like Duke Frog, the last thing that happened is the summoning of Fortress. JC drew all monsters this game. So, attributes the Fortress for Jinzo. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. No. Good catch. Yeah, I remember Donnell used to side deck Jinzo a few years ago, and what was the deck called? It was Hieratics to beat Inzectors, because Inzector players would all main deck T-Roar. And I remember that's how Donnell would beat them. He would like special summon Tefnuit, tribute summon for Jinzo, and then OTK them through T-Roar. You gotta flip it preemptively. Alright, so he contacts with the Jinzo into Chimera attack. Attacks him for 2k. No Gores, so 6,000 to 8,000. Sets 2 more back rows, pass to JC. Yeah, I think Justin should win this game. Because, like, JC just has two... Like, he can't do much. So here comes Beckoning. He's going to add back 3. Adds back JD. JD. Cyber Dragon and Lila. I think Lightsworn players usually have two Chimera techs in their extra deck, so that second Cyber Dragon might come, or second Chimera tech will probably come up. They have the room, so most decks don't have that luxury of I barely want to play one Chimera tech. So, yeah, there's no way I have room for 2. Alright, so Justin passes to JC. I think he has True Nade in his hand, but if he has a Threatening Roar, it's not going to matter. So he special summons his own Cyber Dragon, and he T-Roars right away. I guess he learned his lesson this time, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to T-Roar before you drop another Jinzo on me. Tributes for Caius. So he's going to take 1,000 and passes to Justin. Justin drew Heavy. That's a card he should have sided out. This deck plays like no back row. Yeah, he should have sided out Heavy Storm. It's funny where like I notice people at my locals, they like refuse decide out Heavy Storm. I think I saw someone else do it recently. Like against his Jinzo Otk, he's like, he sets no back row, so why would you draw? Why would you keep in heavy? It's the same thing against frogs. Some people like to keep in Heavy Storm against frogs, just because they tend to set like Regeki breaks and stuff. But I sometimes keep in MST against frogs, but not I don't normally keep in Heavy Storm against them. All right, so here comes Gear Frame. Yeah, JC's now back in this game. So he runs over Arcus with Caius and hits him for 18. 13 to 3,000. He draws. He's got the Dead Heavy Storm T-Roar. So T-Roar will buy him a turn unless if he tributes for another Jinzo. So he's going to do it right away. But all he has is the Dead Heavy Storm. Pass. Draw Wolf or Celestia. Heavy. Oh, here we go. Another person with Light Mirror in the side deck. Now, I don't think this is going to catch on in real life. Unless if Lightsworn just keeps on winning, which, who knows? Here comes Allure. Banish Doom Cow. Gold Sark. So someone was asking about Gold Sark in the comments, and the thing about Gold Sark is like it's so good in your opening hand. It's really strong, but just like mid to late game, it's just awful. Like right now, I guess they're both kind of top decking, so it's not that bad, but that's not a card you want to draw right now. Like I wouldn't want to draw Gold Sark right now because it doesn't bring me any value until like 2 turns later. But yes, I know in your opening hand, Gold Sark's insane. So he passes 30-50 to 12-50. What you drew? Gores? He must have drew a brick. Yeah, he must have drawn a brick. What does he have? Chaos Sorcerer too? Jeez. Yep, Chaos Sorcerer. So attack with Caius. He's checking for Necrogarda and nothing. So, oh, he drew an Honest. He could have set the Honest there and lived another turn, potentially. No, it wouldn't have mattered, but you didn't know he had a Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, I think you had to set the Honest there just to try and stay alive. I get it. There's times when I've been put in that situation where you're kind of like, man, I gotta hope he doesn't have another monster, but he most likely does. Alright, so game 3, Justin with the Solar Recharge, discard Celestia, mills Jane and Beckoning, so already 2 names. Summon Arcus. Set 1, end phase, mills JD and Celestia, so still only 2 names. But if he runs over the Arcus, that'll give him 3 names. So JC pitches Fortress for Fortress. Tribute summons Jinzo. Oof. Attacks the Arcus for 12. Ooh, nice Cyber Dragon. So first he's gonna blind space the Light Mirror. Special Cyber. So we saw JC main decking Treacherous Trap Hole, so I'm guessing that he sided that card out. And here comes Chimera Tech. Now Justin has not normal summoned. I mean, the only thing I would be afraid of is Treacherous. If he kept it in, but so here comes Doom Cow. I think one of the reasons why Doom Cow doesn't see play in Edison is because Vayu is so popular and so is Treeborn. So he T-Roars a Doom Cow. Yeah, JC has no cards. I don't think he can win. Yeah, I don't see how he wins this game. He's got no cards. So Justin flips, summons Necrogarna, summon Plague, just make Android or Catastor, whichever one you want. If you have Honest, you might want to go for Android. Yeah. So attack for 5. End phase, gain 6. I forgot to gain 6. It is mandatory. So normal Garoth. What's life? This is not game, but 1850 and 24, leaving JC at 1200, and he's got a Pot of Avarice and a mystery card. This time he remembered to gain, so he shows his hand: a dead Dark Arm, dead Pot of Avarice, dead Limiter. So Justin is moving on to top 8. JC is out. Now let's see, does Justin return for this particular tournament? I don't remember. So top 8, no. Okay, so Justin did not return. I'm pretty sure he lost in top 8. I'm trying to think who faced off in top. Yes. He lost in top 8, but I can't remember who beat him. Yeah, I can't remember who beat him, but he won't be returning. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I'm uploading War League content featuring myself, the Sheriff Los, the Tire King Javi, Ryan-Eyed, Wizop817, two-time YCS champ Cam the Man, Neil, and Adrian. I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.